Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. Today we're gonna discuss a game that I have recently played, Last of Us 2. If you haven't seen my streams, go follow me there and subscribe here for more updates on what's been going on gaming wise. I played The Last of Us 2. I enjoyed it, but I also had problems with it, as many people did. For instance, the whole combat scenario. The good thing about it is that you can dodge. I don't think in the first one you can dodge. It takes some time to get used to the dodging, and both Ellie and Abby can dodge the same way. Plus it helps you survive from clickers attacking you, hitting you first time, which is good. Stealth mechanic when you can prone to the floor now, into the grass, which is nice. You have a bit more strategy with it, with using your bow, or in Abby's case, a fucking crossbow. I'm not sure why she gets the good items, but we'll talk about that later. The crafting. You can craft in the prone position, ducking position, or just standing up. It's basically the same thing, except Ellie gets landmines, homemade ones, and Molotov cocktails, and for some reason Abby gets bombs, which is, makes sense. What I don't understand is why Abby gets shivs when Joel was the one to make shivs to begin with, and I'm not sure why Joel didn't teach Ellie how to make the shiv, but I digress. The design environment, it's beautiful. The models look beautiful of the characters. The environment itself is so beautiful. It's really good. The snow, the mud, the water, the ice within the game that it breaks when the horses step on it, it's amazing. It's really good. I don't expect less from Naughty Dog's design team whatsoever. So the sound quality for the game, really spot on. Basically the same as the first one, but I can hear some differences that makes it a little better in terms of stealth, the combat. The background music is really nice. The sound department in Naughty Dog has always been amazing, has been blowing away expectations. Now for the characters, for the most part, most characters, I don't really care. I don't remember their names, that's how much I don't care. Everyone basically dies except for Abby and Ellie. Spoiler alert, no revenge. I'm going off topic, but let me get to that point. In the story, there's a lot of characters that have died from either both Catman's hands, or Ellie's, or Abby's hands. Especially when they throw two pregnant women into the mix. I'm not sure why they keep throwing pregnant women into the front line. It just seems kind of dumb to have pregnant women on the field of a post-apocalyptic area in the world like this. Sure, one side, what was her name again? The one, her Ellie's love interest, had a baby that I didn't even know. But it was kind of a cop-out for me to care for her more. I just don't see how that changes anything. Abby's friend, who is clearly pregnant, don't know why no one said anything. No one in the medical camp or the tent when they had to reach a certain area. I'm not sure why they didn't say anything or tell her to stay there to get picked up, because clearly she can't handle anything of the sort. I wouldn't want a pregnant woman out there. I mean, shit. I mean, if you're gonna throw that kind of stuff in there, like throwing pregnant women in the story, and then I had to wonder how many do I killed during gameplay. I mean, there were clearly women. Clearly, I've been fighting men of both the Catmans from the WLF and the Scars camps. So you can't really throw that at me. I mean, you can throw one. I mean, that sounds like reasonable. Like, oh shit, she's pregnant. I didn't know that. But if you're gonna blatantly show a pregnant woman in the fucking game, it's just weird. I just don't see a pregnant woman doing any of that or wanting to risk their life to do that. And the fact that Abby's friend, who was really pregnant, died, and I'm like, I mean, I killed her when I was Ellie. Why should I care for her now on Abby's story? Okay, what the fuck you want me to do? Give a shit? I mean, I just killed her from Ellie's point of view. You just want me to care about her again? That doesn't make any sense. It does not make any sense. Joel's death in this game was way rushed. You build him up and then tear him down really quickly. Then you made me play him in the flashback, which I don't understand. Oh, did I play him in the No, I didn't. Actually, you don't. Yeah, you don't. I don't think you do. You play as Ellie, but you don't play as Joel, which is super weird. You build him up in the first one and you tear him down. I don't understand that. You want me to care for him again, yet you killed him so quickly without me even trying to play him at least? I mean, everyone got the hint that Joel might die in the interview when I guess Someone said that Ellie will be the only playable character. That was kind of a lie, since Abby was another character that you can play. Joel deserved better. Joel deserved way better. If you're gonna kill him, at least kill him in the most honorable way or something. Don't use Abby to kill him. Get someone else like the Scars or WLF group. Kill Joel. Something like that. I don't know. Anything better than this. Oh man, the flashbacks were just annoying. They're just... I just don't understand. You want me to care for a character. It's going back and forth from childhood to now. Childhood to now. Well, at one point I was expecting a baby flashback. Like, I'm seeing him as a baby crawling around. I'm expecting something like that. I don't know. I just don't understand the motive behind this game. Revenge is bad, okay, but Abby got her revenge. So, I mean, you gave her revenge but not Ellie? What makes Ellie not special enough to have revenge or have revenge Joel? Now, at one point, they did want her to die, Abby to die, which could have been something, at least a little bit of a bone thrown to the whole community. But no, they're just gonna let Abby live. It's just a goddamn mess. The whole story is a mess. Everything else is cool. I mean, I can live with all that. The story I can live without. Too many flashbacks within another flashback. I digress through the whole game knowing that. And the lies about killing dogs. I mean, I'm a dog person, and I know everyone out there is, a lot of people out there too, or don't like dogs. Don't lie about, why would they lie about having dogs not being killed when you can avoid every dog in gameplay as best as you can. But a cutscene with Ellie and the dog, you have to kill it to progress the story, which I found pretty dumb. You say you would not kill dogs, but I end up killing like 5 because they were, I would say, gameplay wise, they were kind of a nuisance and kind of annoying, so I have no choice. I already talked about Abby having shivs, which is weird. I thought what Ellie would have. I know she has a knife, but you can't really call that a knife. Come on now. That's a butter knife compared to other knives. Now, what really ticked me off about the game is the whole this art box, the art box in the game, when it was just only Ellie, the standard edition. Why is Ellie in it but not Abby? And why isn't Abby in it? If I'm gonna play her, why is she not in the cover? If you're just gonna advertise Ellie as the only gameplay character, quote unquote, why am I forced to play Abby? I don't have a problem with her. But Abby, I'll get to in a bit. What makes sense is that my friend gave me this game to try it out. He had the deluxe edition, which has both Ellie and Abby. That box makes more sense. The standard, for some reason, doesn't. That's why I don't get. Isn't this false advertisement at its best? Now, the ending, when, as I said, it's unsatisfying. Not really that great. I think honestly Abby deserved to die, and maybe her friend would have just died a long time ago. Give Ellie her revenge ending. Abby got hers, except for like Ellie, she actually has a reason to go kill her, regardless how poorly written that was. At least she saw a reason to. Abby didn't really see her dad being killed. I just don't see that being. I just don't understand. It's weird. It's really, really weird. And the ending for Ellie is just unsatisfying. Honestly, all of this is like so bad. It's even if Ellie killed Abby, it would still be the same. I could kind of see it. Now, for Abby's character, I honestly don't have a problem with her. I think she was introduced. I say she was forcibly introduced to everyone to kill Joel. I think she was misused in this game. I really do. I mean, yeah, a lot of people don't want to play her, but I feel like she should have her own story rather than being shoved into Ellie's and Joel's story to be some sort of person that killed Joel, makes her the bad guy. But every time I hear she's the bad guy, and I'm here wondering, isn't everyone like just trying to survive? Isn't everyone just trying to stay alive? Isn't that it? Isn't that not the point of the whole game, is to survive? Nobody really here's a saint. I mean, it's been like what, 24 years after the infection? I don't understand. You want me to say this is the bad guy? I'm like, I don't even think Scars are the bad guys. I think it's just really like hopeless people, and they got twisted with their beliefs. I don't even think WLF are the bad guys. No matter how much shit you show me that they torture people, I think they're just trying to do something, or trying to do what needs to be done to protect themselves or to protect their people. Do I agree with the torture, what they did? Not really, of course not. But that's just the war was now, I guess. It just doesn't make any sense at all. neither knows the Catmans are saints or this any good whatsoever. I believe Abby deserved a better. I believe Ellie, no, not Ellie. Well, both Ellie and Abby deserve better, not to kill one another. They deserve their own better story. Ellie deserves a better story. Abby deserves her own story. With those two characters that she met in the Scars camp. Or actually not the Scars camp, it was more of another area. I can't remember at the moment. Her story wasn't bad. I say the revenge part just kind of bothered. The revenge story on her end, I would say it would be better without it. I just don't understand why she's the. I don't understand why she's the doctor's daughter. Like, I'm supposed to care for the doctor because he was trying to take care of these animals, the zebra, and I'm like, okay. I mean, the game loses its meaning after like me playing for 20 hours to that point. Was it 10 to 15 hours? I would say 20 hours to the point where I see Abby's dad being a nice saint doctor and trying to do the right thing, making the cure. Shit, I just can't see that. You just can't make me care for a doctor for like 10 minutes that I killed as Joel. I just can't. Joel had made his choice. But the people making this story also had a choice not to have Abby kill Joel. Abby deserves her own story. I feel that she is better as her own character. I would say she's a lone soldier on her own. Maybe a different motive to leave or a different motive to find out who actually killed her dad and make that as a story. And maybe in the ending she figures out who, or met them mid-story, or just never finding out, or whatever, or finding out there's a Firefly camp or something, just like in the actual game. That will make more sense. Abby's not a bad character. Neither is her in combat, which honestly, she's gonna throw another character, make it her own story in game. Might as well. I mean, I wouldn't mind that. I can wait another 10 years for Ellie and Joel's story. They really deserve better. Overall in this game, it's good, but the story really holds it back. Really back. It holds it down. That's the main point of the game. You can have the same mechanics. You can have the same battle combat or the stealth combat. I will still play it. I will still enjoy the story. This wasn't much of a revenge story. This wasn't even like some sort of good revenge story. It wasn't that great. After all the people they both killed, she decides not to kill them. Both of them decide not to kill each other. Holy shit! What the hell was the point of the game? What was the point? This was just a bad story overall. You want me to praise about this? Nah, I'm gonna give my clean, fair look at the game. I know a lot of people shit on it, but honestly, it deserves a good play. A gameplay, at least looked upon everyone, without trashing it during the leaks. Try my best not to look at the leaks. I knew Joel was gonna die, since I only see Ellie in the art box. But then again, that can also be misleading, since Abby was a playable character and wasn't shown in the art box. In the cover anyway. I will honestly give this game a 7.5 out of 10. Is it worth full price? Wait for a sale. Honestly, it's not worth full price. It's worth to be on sale, maybe in the Last of Us deal for the first and the second one. Now me and my friend can suffer from this game. Or not. You don't have to buy it either. Your money is worth somewhere else. But overall, I would say give this game a try and give your own opinion on it. What can be better? I just hope the storyteller. I don't really care about his name right now, but I would say this though. I'd rather play this game than Warcraft. I play shitty games in my time, and this is not the most shittiest game I've ever played. It's a pretty okay game. I give it a 7.5 out of 10, and that is my review for this game. I hope you enjoy. You all have a good day. Stay safe and wear your masks. Wash your hands and have a good day.